On one special Saturday in May, WAFB Channel 9 invites our area's top high school graduates to be part of an exclusive club, the Best of the Class. And for the first time, WAFB and Campus Federal Credit Union give you a behind-the-scenes look at the making of the Best of the Class.
Hello, how are you?
Hey, how are you? Which high school are we from? We're going to be in the red group today.
It's a good looking ring.
Checked her off. This is Lindsay Simon.
Oh, hey, Lindsay.
Here you go.
We get a list of all the schools in our viewing area, which amounts to about 102. This year it was probably our largest in the past 5 years. Largest number of schools and also the largest number attended.
Where you at? Ponchatoula. Right, Ryan. Congratulations.
Students are chosen and they come to the event. It's usually on a Saturday, right around graduation time. And they usually come with their mom and dad and siblings.
What group are you in? Purple. Purple, great. And your hat will be on top. Congratulations.
I just look forward to it every year. And I've noticed generations come through. In other words, there's a family that nurtures a valedictorian.
It's always good to see the parents, they're like beaming with big smiles. They're so proud of their young ones.
The parents' eyes and the grandparents' eyes shine when these young people are there. They're so proud of them.
I feel them being proud of this kid they've had in the house that is now an adult.
I have a range of emotions going on. We're very proud of her and so excited for her to be graduating and moving on to the next thing. She's my youngest, so she's my last at home. So it's exciting, but very emotional.
They're so proud. They're so proud to be there. And you know what? The kids that I talked to, several of them, some of the first things they said, when I said, what's the top thing, or who do you think the most for your success in high school? And they'll turn to their parents and they'll say, my mom and dad were here with me all the way.
Oh yeah, they're all smiling. They raised me and mentored me. Made me who I am. You're not gonna look in the mirror in the camera?
No.
Okay.
Mom crying?
Not yet. Not yet.
I noticed that when I sit down to talk to one of the valedictorians or teens, I'm talking to them as an adult. And the parents a lot of times will eavesdrop. I know they're eavesdropping, but they let the kid carry it themselves. When you won valedictorian, was it a big fight and there were lots of people and you came out on top? How did it work?
That's exactly how it worked. I was picked out of the two consolidated schools, Clinton High School and Jackson High School, and I was #1 out of both.
That was harder. Got twice as many competing.
They're just proud of their youngsters, and they just, it's like they just want to tell anybody and everybody, and rightfully so, because, I mean, those kids have accomplished a lot at that point, and the parents are like, you know, whew, that's been 18 years of, you know, hard work trying to get these kids through school, and that's, you know, getting them up and getting them on the bus when it starts out, and then now they've made it all the way through to their valedictorian of their high school graduating class, and that's just amazing.
They're on cloud 9. You know, they have worked so hard for so many years, and this is the culmination of their studies. And you think about it, and I just had goosebumps when I thought, their future, I mean, the world is an oyster. Their future is right there. They can do anything they want. This is the best of the best, the cream of the crop. And they're excited. We're excited to see what's going to happen to them in their future, because their future is anything they want it to be, anything.
Right here at me, and when I tell you, just turn your head and smile. Hold it. And go.
Future that looks bright because of everything you learned. A smile that says you've made it all the way. And graduation day is here. You're the best of the class.
This behind-the-scenes look at the making of WAFB's Best of the Class is sponsored by Campus Federal Credit Union.
We'll look this way, when we say go, I want you to turn, look straight to the camera, and bring it to a smile.
The future that looks right because of everything you learned. A smile that says you've made it all the way, and graduation day is here. You're the best of the class this year.
I plan to go to University of Louisiana at Lafayette to study computer science.
Pre-dental. I want to be an orthodontist. I want to be a biomedical engineer.
I'm going to college in Alabama, actually, University of Mobile.
And what are you going to study there?
Pre-pharmacy.
All right, first of all, when I sit down to talk to them, they don't brag about themselves. Okay, I'm a reporter, so I ask them. And a lot of times I ask them, what are your plans for your future? And a lot of them already have the idea of not just the next degree, but the master's degree, and then a PhD, and that sort of thing. I noticed this year a whole lot of kids who are going to be engineers are going to LSU, and that is a change. It could be because of TOPS, giving them scholarships and all of that, but I thought that was a really great sign.
Next it's on to LSU. Gonna major in biological engineering and then hopefully go to med school.
What's your plan?
Go to LSU. Engineering, mostly. I'm not really sure which one yet, but leaning towards chemical engineering.
Oh, I plan to go to Southern and major in engineering, mechanical engineering.
I want to be a vet. I'm starting out at Southeastern, and I'm going to go to LSU eventually too. And I'm looking forward to that.
I plan to attend Southeastern Louisiana University to major in nursing, and then I plan to attend Southern University to get my master's in nursing to become a nurse practitioner.
We were approached about 11 years ago to be the sponsor of this program. And we thought very seriously about what we could do in the community to really highlight not just the credit union, but more importantly, things that were happening in the community that were very positive. And we thought what could be more positive than to highlight those young people in our community that really have distinguished themselves. So it didn't take a whole lot of thought after we came to that conclusion, and we've been doing it for 11 years now and very proud to be part of this. This is a wonderful tribute to the young people in our community that have distinguished themselves.
What's been something that stands out?
We've had students who've gone through this process that have gone on to college, they've graduated, they're now productive citizens back in the community, which I'm very proud to say. A lot of these folks unfortunately see greener pastures elsewhere, and I can certainly understand that, but we'd like to have them come back home as well. And many of them have been very productive. They are all productive, and many have chosen to come to LSU, which being affiliated with LSU, our credit union is particularly proud of that fact. I was just talking with a young lady from Maurepas that's graduating this year, and she wants to study at LSU petroleum engineering. And I'm thinking, that is just awesome. That is just absolutely awesome. So obviously that's something that will be hopefully used in our state, and that young lady will be a productive citizen here in our state. Pay a little taxes, helping with my Social Security and my Medicare and Medicaid as I get older and retire.
Are you looking right at me? When I tell you, I want you to turn your face, your head only, and smile, right?
A day for happiness, but why do all the tears flow? Where did all the years go?
When he says no, turn to the camera, break it to a smile.
A day for happiness, but why do all the tears flow? Where did all the years go?
For the past 5 years, we've done it at Lod Cook out at LSU. It's a Lod Cook Alumni Center, and they've been gracious to open up their doors for us. We know who is coming for each school. They register and then they go in and they are welcomed by our sponsors, some of our anchors, and also our general manager and our marketing director.
My name is Brent Leday. I'm marketing director at WAFB TV, and I know I speak for everyone at WAFB in saying congratulations and thank you for being here today. WAFB is really proud every year to put this on, and this is something that we could not do without our sponsor. And Campus Federal has been a great sponsor of this program for many years. And I'd like to introduce President and CEO John Malazzo of Campus Federal. John.
I just want you to know that we've been doing this, Campus Federal has, for 11 years now.
It's something we look forward to every year because it's something we can do to give back to our community. We're very proud of LSU. We're very proud of the folks that are part of LSU, the faculty, the staff, the students, and the alumni. As LSU's credit union, we feel that we have a certain place and a role to serve on campus, and that is to keep LSU alive. And one of the ways to do that is to bring in very talented young people to keep that stream of students and that legacy moving forward. Now, I know a lot of you are not going to LSU, and that's fine, and I wish you well wherever you go. But if you're playing against LSU on a Saturday night, I'm not going to root for you, okay? Just want you to know that. But I want you as the students to realize that you've accomplished something very special. Not everyone sits where you're sitting today. This is a honor, and it's something that we're here to do for you, and that is to honor you in return. I want you also to realize, too, that you wouldn't be sitting where you're sitting today if it had not been for your family, your moms, your dads, your grandparents, your sisters, your brothers, because they've made sacrifices, too, for you to be here. So I hope that you acknowledge that as well. And I really do appreciate what WAFB is doing. This is something that I think as a community service is something that services our whole 9-parish area that they actually broadcast to. And it's something I've had other people in other areas have heard about us doing this, sponsoring it, and have brought that idea back home with them. It was a great idea, and I'm glad it took some traction here. Congratulations to you all. Have a wonderful day. This is all about you, and enjoy it. Make a memory. Thank you.
So we're going to manage to take this outside. It'll go smoothly, it'll go well, it'll be fun, and plus you get to see yourselves not only on the commercial, but on this extra show that we're going to have for Best of the Class. So welcome, congratulations, and look forward to having some fun outside.
Yeah, the fact that you are the smartest and the best and the greatest people is no longer a secret because now TV knows, okay? So tell all your friends and be proud of this moment. We have 90 schools here today. That's a big number. And I know we have young people. Think about networking, meeting that person over there, something like that. Also, kids, you have leverage because your parents are so proud. Just name what you want. New car, you know. There we go. Okay, anyway, let's get this thing started.
Where did all the years go? Make sure your hats are all right. The cap and gown, the honor that future that looks bright because of everything you learned. A smile that says you've made it all the way, and graduation day. You're the best of the class this year.
WAFB Channel 9 and Campus Federal Credit Union congratulate this year's high school valedictorians and distinguished graduates.
Thank you for being so patient with us today. Y'all look really good.
You do look really good.
Maybe the kids get their lesson in how long it takes to put together a TV commercial, because they probably picture themselves doing a snapshot and being finished, and they put on these robes and then they stand there while we either do our lines perfectly the first time, and then there's a second time you have to do it perfectly for insurance in case the first one didn't work out mechanically. And then there's the time when you mess up your line. Proud to be among these high school valedictorians. They learn patience, I think. This is something we give them at Best of the Class.
You know the script, you've said it over and over, but sometimes when you know something so well, you almost want to say something else because you can't believe that it is the same thing over and over. So yeah, we have our flub-ups, but it lets people know that we're human. We do that all the time anyway.
Everyone who cares about
See, I told you to mess it up.
It's all right. I don't know if they called us out there or who it was, but somebody called us one-take wonders, and that's what we are. We were able to do it in one take. The secret is, though, that Diane had had the line sent to her a couple days ahead of time. She was not prepared when she got out there, but we got through it. She held her breath and did well. I'm used to carrying her in the morning, so it was okay to carry her out there as well.
You know, some days it's really easy to ad-lib and other days it's not, but every day for me is hard to memorize. And when you have a script, you have to have your line just so because what you say is dependent on what the other person says back to you. I mean, it's a kind of give and take. I think any of us in news, we could ad-lib forever, but trying to have a script, that was my challenge, to do it right, but to also have it said and to deliver it heartfelt, because there is a passion. Because we are proud of these young people. They are just, they're wonderful. We're proud to be here among these high school valedictorians and top graduating seniors on the LSU campus.
Well, I know we speak for everyone who cares about education in the future when we say to these wonderful young men and women,
we're proud of you.
Keep up the good work.
Congratulations.
When he says go, turn your head, break into a smile, look straight to the camera.
Where did all the years go? The autographs, a cap and gown, the honors that you've earned. Autographs, a cap and gown, the honors that you've earned.
Right here at me, and when I tell you, just turn your head and smile.
A hug that says we'll keep in touch, 'cause friendship never ends. A day to thank all those who helped you through the tough times, took you through the rough times.
Well, on this day, unlike many best of the classes, it did not rain. And there were no clouds in the sky even. And it was warm, but it wasn't hot. So all the pieces in terms of just the weather and the atmosphere were perfect for us to be able to go outside. I think that uplifted people to begin with. And there was a big crowd there, biggest that I've seen.
I'm just happy it didn't rain this year. We've had sometimes when it rains, we have to fight the rain. So everybody looked pretty, they're all ready to go. And they get to be on TV and they get to tell all their friends about it, and that's the best part.
And literally beyond, where their mom and their dad will hear for weeks to come, I saw your kid on TV. I didn't realize your kid was so smart, you know, and how wonderful that is.
I think the anchors in front of the group of students and their hat toss when they are introducing them, and I think the kids really enjoy that the most.
One was doing the ladder, so you're tossing the hats and we see the hats go up. And then the second one, I get down below, and when you throw them again, then I'm looking at the hats go up in the air.
3, 2, 1.
I think word travels over the years. I think the valedictorian from the previous year may tell the next one because they seem to know to go line up and, you know, in their lines and get ready for their close-up shots. They know what the spot on the air is going to look like.
So the day went really smoothly. And again, the kids, they learned what it takes to assemble, do a television taping, which many of them have never done before. But they need to be quiet, but they also need to be on cue. They're aware that we're gonna mess up a couple of times, and so they get to joke about that. And but all in all, we get it done. We get it taken care of.
A day for happiness, but why do all the tears flow? Where did all the years go? The autographs, a cap and gown, the honors that you've earned, a future that looks bright because of everything you learned, a smile that says you made it all the way, and graduation day is here. You're the best of the class this year. A smile that says you made it all the way, and graduation day is here. You're the best of the class this year.
This behind-the-scenes look at the making of WAFB's Best of the Class was sponsored by Campus Federal Credit Union.